All right, so we are getting ready to go back out on the Aniioki. I think the last time I went out, I kind of said we'd go through the bike a little bit, but we didn't. So I'm gonna try a little bit right now with the way I have the camera set up. But this is the rear tire that you physically have to take apart to remove a thermal protection fuse that's in one of the boards inside of the hub motor. You do not have to do that to the front, which is good because it's a pain in the butt. But it did, however, completely fix the display. So I get all my miles per hour, or mph, and I get all of the battery working. It doesn't just shut off on itself like it was doing earlier. Now I've gone about 50 miles with my wife yesterday to kind of test it out, and it definitely fixed it, taking that little, you know, that little fuse off of the inside of the hub. I actually will probably, I'll show you a picture right now so you can see what it looks like. But there is a video that I linked on my last video to show you how they did it, because that's the same video they sent me and it seemed to work. Now, I can't guarantee you it'll work for your bike, but it kind of worked for mine. So the other things I had issue with was this, the disc was rubbing quite a bit. So I had to unloosen the hydraulic brake caliper, and then I spun the tire, and then I actually just gripped it so that it would close. And then while it was closed and while I was holding it, I kind of put the screws back in, and it solved the issue. So it was a pretty simple thing to fix. But other than that, there's not really a lot. Oh, the brakes, I did order some mineral oil, and I put, you know, some more mineral oil in these two little master boosters, I guess you would call them, and they work pretty good too. I don't know if they're leaking or not. They might be a little bit, but you know, I guess it is what it is. We'll see how well that goes. But the brakes work really good right now. So I'm going to start up my Relive so I can post the actual ride at the end of this video. So we're gonna go out onto the Withlacoochee Forest Trail. So last time we went to the north, and this time we're gonna go to the south end of the trail. Now, I'm pretty sure you can see this, but now the speedometer is working pretty well. I need to fix my mirrors real quick so I can see a little bit better. There's somebody behind me. So, anyways, as I was saying, you could see that, hopefully you could see it. I'm still new at videotaping from my chest here where this is, but this Speedometer seems to be working great. So let's get some speed up a little bit. So we're gonna crank, it's almost 30, pretty close, 28.7. That's just throttle. So it works pretty good. So right now it's about, about 9:30. So we'll ride maybe for about an hour. But the rest of my family has stuff they want to do today. It's unfortunate. I would prefer to just ride this all day long. Hi buddies, hey buddies. So yeah. Anyways, so I'm pretty happy overall with this bike. Now, everybody knows, hey, well, you know, you shouldn't have to deal with this because it's brand new. But to be honest, it's not really that bad, you know? They're just little things that you could probably fix yourself, really. I know that people are not quite as able as they used to be. I'm a little bit older, so I don't mind doing some of the mechanics. It's not like they're very hard, so, but I will say, you know, opening up the hub motor is a little bit, you know, can be a little scary because you're afraid you don't want to destroy it or break it, which is very possible if you're just not careful about what you're doing. But it went over pretty easy just to clip that little fuse out of there. Got a really nice day today. Right now it's only like 77. By noon it'll be 85. But it's kind of what you expect in Florida. I'm not really sure how I'm not sure how the e-bike's going to handle the humidity because it gets humid down here. It's not very humid right now, but it gets really humid in the summer. So this is a connection in Floral City we can use to go down the Withlacoochee Trail this way. We're going to go towards the south. The south is going to take us out pretty much to Lindsay, Lake Lindsay, which is at this part of the road, Lindsay Lake Road, it's pretty close to Nobleton. But right now, it's absolutely wonderful. It's cool. It's not super humid, especially underneath the canopy here. Good morning. So after I put this e-bike together, my wife she did decide that she wants one. So I bought her one. I bought her a Cyber Velo e-bike, which is really nice. It's a folding e-bike. It does have one hub motor in the back, no hub motor in the front, but she was able to keep up with me, and we got, you know, we got 50 miles on her battery, and it was still halfway there, so she only used half of it. So for her, that's quite a bit of range. We rode her eBay out to where she works, so she could easily ride this trail to work and save gas money. Good morning. So we went out and we rode in the morning, and we rode probably, oh, did I forget to start this again? Oh no, I'm going good. So we went about 23 miles in the morning, somewhere around there. And then we went again last night. She was so happy and she loved it so much, she wanted to go again after dinner. So we ended up doing this trail last night. This is a nice trail out here. Good morning. Good morning. So there's a lot of farmland out here. We got a bunch of ranchers that live out in this direction. There's a lot of land that you don't see from the road, which is kind of nice. This trail provides you some vision into that. We usually see a lot of black Angus, some deer, those kinds of things. Good morning. Down there, there's a swamp over there. But up a little further, there's a guy who owns, well, a lot of land, a whole lot of land, and he does cattle and he does deer as well. You can see the fences up here start getting really high. And those are because of the deer. The deer will jump any fence pretty much, but if you get some really high fences, you can keep them inside of your property and make money through husbandry. But there's a lot of money there. It's really nice to be able to see all those things from the trail. Good morning. I smell a fire. Right about now, they're doing some prescribed burning that keeps our forests from burning down. It's something they obviously don't do in California or Oregon because they constantly have forest fires, but they take very good care of it here in Florida. So they do it a number of times in different areas, but I kind of like the smell of it. It reminds me of, like a campfire when I was younger. Good morning. You can see some high fences over here, maybe, where the deer live inside of their property. I mean, there's a lot of land here still. Last night we had you could see this guy's big front here. They got all kinds of land out there. We were able to catch a few deer yesterday, which is nice. It's kind of unusual, but this time of year there's plenty of them by the side of the road eating. It's kind of dangerous. Got some trails out here going to other trails. We're in Pineola. It's a very small town. We're clear. So on this side of the Withlacoochee Trail, they also have some shelters here. If it's raining, you could stop under there, or if you want to stop for a drink, or it's kind of nice. They take good care of these trails. Don't have to worry too much about gators. There are some, but you don't have to worry about them too much. Good morning. See some bikers up here using facilities. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Now, down in this area, there's a lot of houses that are up on stilts. You can see them all. Usually, most of them are off the ground. And it's because there's some rivers and lakes local to this area that will definitely flood. All that water could end up in your living room if you're not high enough. But they got some nice houses out here. Good morning. It's a nice park bench. Got those all over the trail too. All right, so we're averaging 23 miles per hour. We've been riding for 20 minutes. For almost 7 miles. Good morning. See a couple enjoying riding their e-bikes together. Me and my wife had that pleasure yesterday. It was great. We got some walkers and some cyclers. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yep, so we just crossed 7 miles. There is a small trailer. There's a trail park here. I'm not really familiar with it. Maybe we'll cut in there real quick on the way back because it looks like the main road is right up here, which is probably where I'm going to turn around. I'm pretty sure this is Lake Lindsay Road that goes into Nobleton. We're going to end up turning around right up here. Good morning. You can see this is Lake Lindsay and Lucille Shady Lane. But we're gonna end up turning around and go back the other way. We will check out this park over here. So my wife and I saw the park yesterday, but we didn't stop. We were just kind of driving through it, and there were people there, a bunch of them with their bikes. So it may be that they're started kind of another trailhead over here, but we'll go take a look at it real quick. Good morning. It's a very relaxing ride for him. Good morning. So we'll cut over here and take a quick look. We're not going to hang out, but we'll see what's up in here. You can see they recently did some cement. Might be some camping out here. I don't want to interrupt any of these people. Oh, we got some equestrian. I think that's how you say it. Some horse events. This is kind of a nice little place. Rails to trails, it is indeed. You got plenty of places to go under here for shelter should you want them. They got some places for the kids to play too. You can rent a pavilion, which is kind of weird. You'd think you could just be able to go in it. There's nobody here. Well, they talk about gopher tortoises and living with raccoons. So interesting stuff on here. All this has to do with rails to trails, which is pretty neat if you ask me. If they're not using them, you might as well do something cool with them. This is definitely cool. Now we're going to head back on the trail. So I have noticed after a while on this, my hands get a little bit tingly. It's not like there's a ton of vibration in here, but there is a little bit. Sure, there are ways to bring that down a bit, but it might be from the front tire because, like I said, it is a little bit, it does bounce a little bit, I think. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. Right. Good morning. think they got a little store over there, but not quite sure. We'll go back through the community on stilts over here. See some people we passed earlier. They got some e-bikes too. It's becoming a thing out here. You cannot have gasoline motor vehicle on this trail, so it's really cool that we can ride these. Got some nice bikes. We got some bicyclists. I don't know if they're same ones. Probably. Going back. Back for the return. Good morning. Good morning. Another crossing here. This is a bunch of trails that go to people's homes. There's one that goes up above the side over here. Got some stuff scurrying around in there. I think we got some squirrels and some squirrels and rabbits. Good morning. Thank you. I saw deer over here yesterday. They're probably sleeping now. They seem to be a little more nocturnal than they don't really run out during the day that much. You don't see them. Good morning. Good morning. This is it's Istachata. That's a weird name, I know. Istachata Drive, which kind of goes around the back of this trail and ends up going over to 48. Good morning. You can see more of that deer farm. They have black Angus over there as well. Lots of it. Lots and lots of land. It's crazy. Now I own a couple of acres and I think it's more than anybody else in my family has ever owned, and it's not much compared to some of the properties out here. They're big and beautiful, and you know, these people usually have horses and cattle, but all that had to start somewhere. It makes you curious how people make some really good choices a long time ago. Good morning. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. Got a lot of nice bikes. Specialized. Good morning. Hi. Some very nice bikes. Good morning. You can see the swamp. Maybe it's down there. That's real swamp. Got some mangrove down there. The walking trees. Go stand up a little bit. Giving myself a break. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Now there's a pond over here. I don't know if it's maybe someone's backyard, but you could probably see more. But yeah, some more land. Somebody owns it. A lot of those tracts of land you don't really see from the road or on TV, which is kind of nice, I think. I think we may be coming up on the end of the trail. Yep, this is the end of our ride on the trail. Now we can head back to the house. Now, we'll go into 5th, the PAS. It's kind of windy. It's blowing right at us, so. These brakes work pretty good. Slow us right down. We're doing close to 30 miles per hour. So that's just about gonna end my trip for today. We got this short little road back to the house, but I hope you were able to kind of see where I had to work on a few of the issues. Like I said, we had to do there was a thermal protective fuse we had to pull out of the rear hub motor. We had to add some mineral oil and bleed our brakes. We had to align our brake calipers, and it's pretty much the most of it, you know? But we went for a nice ride. You could see that the speedometer is still working perfectly fine. I will say this, I think it doesn't match my my relive. So like my relive will say I'm going 12, 13. This one says 14. So it's probably 1 or 2 miles per hour faster than the GPS has it, which, you know, can happen. So it's not like it's really off, but it's a comfortable ride. I did switch out the seat because the first seat was a little hard, and I preferred something a little more comfortable, since I prefer a bike that has more range. If you want range, you're obviously going to want to be comfortable. So I did put a new seat on there, and I put the Rock Brothers bag on the back so that, you know, I could put some stuff in there, some tools, in case me and my wife end up stuck on the side of the road. We could change tires or can fix something that, you know, might prevent us from riding further. But anyways, I hope you had a great day and a great ride, and I appreciate you watching. And being that it's Saturday, I hope you have a great weekend.